Hey everyone, welcome back to day 57 of trying to improve by 1% every day. And today was probably the best day we've had of the whole series because I actually started. I've been talking and preaching this whole time like, you've got to start, you've got to start, you've got to start. Guess what? Today I actually did it. So how the day went, tried to wake up at 5, didn't work because I went to bed at like 10:30 last night. So I woke up at like 6:15, went to the gym, got there at like 7, hit a leg day even though my legs were tired because I'm going to try to do 2 leg days a week, one on like Monday, one on like Thursday or whatever. And then after the leg day, I made sure to do a cool down where I walked on the treadmill for a while. And then to save money, I had lunch at home rather than like go out for lunch, which a lot of days I go out to Chipotle for lunch, but today I decided to just go back home and get lunch. Then I went out to the library so I could like actually focus, and I set a timer, and every minute that I was actually doing work, the timer was going. And I said I was not going to leave the library until I hit 4 hours. So whenever I took a break or went on my phone or something, I paused the timer. And I got to 4 hours. It took probably like 4:45 to get through it all. Wasn't horrible, but basically what I did was I went through the dropshipping like free course, whatever, and was watching the videos. And I was about to do it with like this gym lamp product, but there's already one guy that does it really well, and it'd be really hard to out compete like Amazon and Walmart and stuff because people can buy the exact same product for it'd probably be like $18 from like Walmart when I would have to sell it for at least 32. So it's like there's no reason I'd do that. So I went through the whole series of how to find products, and that's probably what I'll do tomorrow. I've got a few in mind, but I'll scroll through and try to find a product tomorrow, and that's the goal of tomorrow. 4 or 5 hours of work, and hopefully we spend 2 hours of that trying to find a product and just like put viable products down, put prices, like we could sell at this price, we could buy at this price. Here's some pros, here's some cons, here's some clips, like videos we could make. Here's how marketable it would be. Like, is it actually useful? All those things. I'll mark that down, but that's the goal for tomorrow. And then today, after I did all that at the library, I was driving home and I was like, I was really debating, do I go back to the rec and do some swimming and try to work on my swimming? And after driving around like in zigzag formation, like, do I go home? Do I go to the rec? Because it's like I was here library. It's like home, rec. So I had to go one way or the other. And I ended up going to the rec after like getting almost all the way home. I turned back around and went to the rec. And I did like 500 meters of swimming, which isn't that much, but it's a good start. It was like 3 100 meters freestyle. I didn't have goggles. And then 4 50s. And I have not swam in a long, long time, but I used to like be able to swim like a mile with minimal breaks, like 3 breaks or whatever, and you could swim a whole mile in laps. But now on 100 is pretty hard for me. So I'm going to find some goggles tonight and throw them in my bag and use those for tomorrow. And then I kind of went over to my dad's house and watched Catch Me If You Can. Good movie, good movie. I liked Leonardo DiCaprio. He's a good actor. And that might be a little bit of the thing. It's like I work out. So this is basically just the plans for the day now. It's work out in the morning, go work for 4 to 5 hours on dropshipping, like 4 to 5 hours of actually doing something on dropshipping, and then go do a swim workout because that's like, it's just good for endurance, right? All around. And it won't really make me too sore because I'm not doing that big of a workout. And then come home, have dinner at home, try not to spend that much money out And I don't know, tomorrow we could probably throw reading in, but it's really just do my chores, do whatever my parents need me to do, and then maybe spend some time with them. But like today I got a call from one of my friends like, "Hey, you want to come over?" And this is a friend that never invites me to do anything, but like we're good friends. He just doesn't get out of his house, and he invited me to come over, and I was like, maybe I could. But I thought about it for like a minute, and I was like, no, I've got like an hour and a half of learning to do. And then I locked back in drop shipping and just kept learning. And that's what I need to do. You need to just lock in, you need to start, you need to get rid of all distractions. And I know it's late in the video to be saying this, but while I was on the treadmill just watching YouTube today, watching motivational YouTube, really, it is think and grow rich. If you think rich, you will grow rich. You just will let the money come to you. So the difference between like people that are broke and people that are millionaires is that millionaires just all the time are thinking about money and success and power. They're always thinking about becoming better and becoming more wealthy in life. While the broke people, a lot of times, are thinking about excuses or like why they can't do something or how much money it'll take to start up. And yeah, I get there's like core differences between them, but the main difference is just how they think. So now what I'm trying to do is sometimes just block out the music, block out the distractions, and just let myself think. And a lot of times when I just think, it goes right back to how can I improve? And something I found today is my screen time on YouTube dropped substantially because I just wasn't even on YouTube. Like I didn't have the time. I was just so busy today, and that was perfect. But tomorrow I'll probably up my screen time because I'll download TikTok, Instagram, and use YouTube. Because once I find a product, I'll I'll buy the product, like get a sample of it, and then I'll start making videos on it and post it on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and then also make like burner channels where I can just find ideas for drop shipping. So that's the goal for tomorrow, is just do the same thing as I did today, maybe throw in an extra hour of work. And rather than today, I just set up this Shopify store and I learned how to find products. Tomorrow, we find products and we post one. That's the goal. We've got 5 hours to find a product and post it online and compare a ton of different products and maybe even just like line some up for if this one doesn't work, we've already got another one in the chamber. All right, so that is the plan. Again, you got to just start. It took me like 57 days to finally start doing something that can make me money. And now it's lock-in time. Like 5 hours a day might not even be enough. And this is just the start. This is just the start. You gym, you work. And this is my life now. Alrighty, guys. We're going to try to get this shop up tomorrow. If we find the product, I'll buy one and try to get it shipped here somewhat soon so that I can start making videos on it and start promoting it. And I probably won't tell you guys what product I'm doing because I don't really want it stolen. Sorry. All right. And then also, I'm kind of getting a ton of memberships right now, like monthly subscription things, which kind of sucks. But there's this Discord channel for the drop shipping guys that's $40 a month to join. But the thing is, first of all, that's really expensive. Second of all, I think if I join it and listen to all the calls and listen to all the ideas people have, I'm going to make back more than $40 a month. Because if you're selling something $20 and making like $10 profit, at least, like per item, that just means you make 4 more sales per month. That's pretty reasonable from getting a whole like course thing. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.